1. Find the equation line that passes the points 2, 5, and 1842. So just like that practice problem I just gave you a second ago to try, we're trying to find the equation line that passes through points, and I don't want to graph points to do this. I don't want to graph the points to find slope. I want to use the slope formula. The slope formula tells me that slope is equal to the second y minus the first y over the second x minus the first x. Changing y over changing x. In this case, the second y is 42. The first y is 5. The second x is 18. And the first x is 2. Okay, just be careful about order of subtraction, that you order it the same way top and bottom. So if I'm starting with this point on top, I'm going to start with that point on the bottom. If I apply the slope formula correctly here, y2 is 42 minus y1 5 over x2 18 minus y2 or x1 2. And I do want to get decimal answers on every single one of the problems we're going to be doing in this section. The ones that look like this, give me decimal answers. Alright? If it's just find the equation line, this is what we've already done before. I prefer fraction answers, but for the sake of today's instruction, give me decimal solutions to these problems. So 42 minus 5 is 37, 18 minus 2 is 16. If I type in my calculator 37 divided by 16, it gets 2.3125. Give me slope to 4 decimal places when you're doing these problems. Then, once I know what the slope is, I take one of the 2 points. I can pick either one. I like 2, 5 better because the numbers are smaller. And we go to y equals mx plus b. And just again, using some color coding here, so we can all see where everything's coming from. Y is 5. M is 2.3125. X is 2. Okay, so we're going to replace those 3 numbers from the 0.25 and the slope we just found, 2.3125. Substitute everything we know in. Y equals 5. M is 2.3125 times X, which is 2, plus B. So we simply create a structure like that. If I multiply 2 times 2.3125, I get 4.6250. And move that to the other side. I'm going to get, is it negative point, or sorry, positive 0.375?
Yep.
Alright, so I get B, and if we go, again, 4 decimal places, there you go, 4 decimal places, 0.3750. I figured out what M was, I figured out what B was, both the 4 decimal places. Once I get both those 4 decimal place approximations, y equals 2.31x plus 0.38. Give me a 2 decimal place rounding of the 4 decimal place approximated answers. Okay, that's what I'm looking for in these problems that look like this today. And for the rest of creation, if they look like this, I want to get decimal answers. What kind of answers do I want? Decimal. Do I want fraction answers to these problems? No, I don't want fraction answers. Are some of you going to do it anyway because you try and mess with my brain? Yes, you will, because every year somebody does it. They put fractions. I have to count off points because I've said many times use decimals. On these problems that look like this, use decimals every single time. Never, ever, ever use fractions ever, not even once. I don't want fractions, I want decimals.